In His Shadow by meniekeime, Chapter 21, The Omega Meeting. Harry's point of view. The same day as the last chapter. Luckily today was Saturday, so I could sleep in. I woke up still cuddling Alec, who had curled up around me. Hey Alec, I think we should stand up, or Linda and Victor are going to worry. Don't care, wanna sleep. He pulled me close again, but I freed myself from his grip and pulled him up with me. I started to search out for my clothes for the day, and Alec went over to his room to change. When he came back, he had a piece of parchment with him. Today's Omega meeting, he said. And what is that? I asked curiously. Once a month, all Omegas meet up in one of the big Omega classrooms. We spend the night together bonding. Normally they offer us to go on a hunt that day. We went down to the hall ready to eat breakfast, and after the shock of yesterday, I began to eat like a monster. I'd always been a bit of a stress eater, and it was the first time nobody screamed at me for eating a lot or asking me, "You want to eat all that? It's all going to go to your hips." I heard Alec talk about the Omega meeting with Linda and Victor. While they asked each other what the matter was, they wanted to discuss the evening in the beta meeting. It seems betas like to discuss stuff a lot. Hey Alec, I heard Eva from behind. My friend turned around. When Eva reached out to the table, she got a bit red. I wanted to ask you if you had time this afternoon. We would need to try out some brooms for you, you know. Alex seemed oblivious to brushing a nod. Sure. At 3 on the field? He asked, munching on another pancake. After breakfast, I decided it was time to write a letter to Draco, so he wouldn't hear about the incident by others. After lunch, I followed Alec to the Quidditch field, staying close to Linda and Victor. While they were watching Eva and Alec, I decided it was time to study. I wanted to pass this year. I left a bit before Alec had finished so I could shower and make sure I was smelling nice and clean. Draco had sent me a lot of bath stuff, and I especially liked the red pepper shower gel he sent me. I put on some leggings as they were the comfiest thing in my possession, and a shirt, leaving Draco's sweater in my room. But I couldn't resist bringing something that smelled a bit like Draco, so I brought one of the teddy bears. I met my friend in the common room, and he had decided to wear his PJs. He was super hyper, pulling me down and into Miss Allijone's classroom. She had put up the room with blankets and mattresses all over, and there was food, a lot of food. When the room was full with Omegas of all ages, she clapped her hands. Now, as the elders, grab a youngling, and you are good to go. Before I could ask Alec what that meant, a girl from Omega class, Elizabeth, had thrown herself at me. I choose you, Harry, she said in the funniest director voice. We were all to sit in a circle, the little ones building the inner circle and the elders building the outer one. Then Miss Angelo left us to our own devices. So what are we gonna do? I asked Alec, a bit lost. For the next 2 hours, we're gonna do stuff with the younglings, and then they go to sleep, and we normally play a bit of truth or dare. Or never have I ever. But with water, and the last one doesn't have to pee, it wins. And then we go to sleep. It's our own way of bonding with the other Omegas and fulfilling our desire to have children without actually being pregnant, he explained. After some time, we began to brush the little one's hair. Elizabeth had nice, long, blonde hair, and she kept talking with a shy boy in Alex's lap. If I had known better, I would have said Elizabeth and Alec were siblings. After an hour of chit-chat with the little ones, I noticed Elizabeth getting significantly more tired. She cuddled me too, yawning and trying to keep her eyes open. So I picked her up, wrapping her in a blanket next to another sleeping child so they wouldn't get cold. After another hour and a half, all the younglings were asleep, and we began to play Truth or Dare. You! A girl opposite of me pointed at me. Dare. I felt courageous today. Singing the refrain from A, B, C while your mouth is full of water. Thank God I didn't have to kiss anyone. I feel like that would have been cheating on Draco about the challenge. Let's say the ground was really wet. So it's my turn? I asked rhetorically, rubbing my hands together. Alec, truth or dare? Truth, I'm not letting you embarrass me. Okay, what is the most attractive thing a human can have? I asked him, giving him Verna serum that was getting passed around. He dropped some of it onto his tongue and said, I don't think there's anything attractive in that way, but I think dimples are cute. Hopefully, Alec wouldn't go for revenge later, I thought. But my friends seemed to have way too much fun making random people kiss. Like a little narcissistic god. Hey guys, I don't want to be the party pooper, but it's like 1:30 in the morning. I think we should go to sleep. Someone said, and we all agreed we should lay down. Now I got a deja vu when Alec threw himself at me. I choose you to be my cuddle buddy. I yawn while pulling a blanket over us. And what are the criteria? You don't move in your sleep. Now shut up. I need my beauty sleep. End of chapter 21.